am really excited to show you this recipe. It involves a lot of great fruits that you can get at your farmers markets. And this weekend is actually the first weekend for the Riverfront Market.
Excellent.
I know you've already gone to the Metro Center Farmers Market.
I took my daughter there last weekend. We had an awesome time, smelled the basil, and met some of the vendors there. It was very cool folks.
Cool. Yeah, I still need to make a visit over there. So I'm definitely planning on checking out the Riverfront Market on Saturday.
Oh, yeah. Make sure you don't go to the old location because they've moved. They're down now in the Martinis parking lot. They're right there at the river station.
Okay, well, I'm glad you told me because I had no idea that had changed.
Absolutely.
Although they're pretty close, so
they are. Yeah,
hopefully
so you probably would have
found my way there. Hopefully, but okay. So we have 2 Granny Smith apples involved. We've already chopped some up. We had a little bit of fun already.
Absolutely.
And we've got strawberries and kiwi. Now kiwis are a great superfruit.
Now, I know fruit. Well, what makes a superfruit?
They're superfruits because they're so densely packed with so many nutrients that it doesn't take much to get a lot of things that you need.
Okay.
So for kiwis, they're one of the best superfruits you can get. They're packed with vitamin A, vitamin C, and vitamin E. And they're some of the best ways to absorb those vitamins through fruit.
Okay. So not being somebody who's not really familiar with kiwi, they actually kind of frightened me until I got to college, so how do you know what's a good kiwi?
Awesome question. So when you're looking for the right kiwi, you don't want to pick it up and squeeze it by the fingers, because you might bruise the kiwi, and you want to make sure it stays nice and yummy. And then you just place it in the palm of your hand and press. And as long as it's not super squishy or not super rock hard, you've got the right kiwi. You also want to make sure you're not finding something with, bumps or just discrepancies kind of in the skin of the kiwi. So you'll be able to spot it.
Awesome.
So we've already cut up one. I'm going to show you how to cut up a kiwi a little bit closer as well. And I'm just using my Pampered Chef utility forged cutlery. Some of the fun tools that I brought is my food chopper, which probably even your grandma could tell you it's her favorite go-to item in the kitchen. I mean, it's been around forever. And then one of our newer items is our manual food processor. And I love it because it's so easy to make salsas, dips, spreads, bruschetta, guacamole is my favorite. Also, the difference between the two, the food chopper, you can let out a little bit of frustration and it gets a little loud.
Sure. Oh, absolutely. I see what you mean.
With the manual food processor, you want to give it a go, Mike?
Sure, absolutely.
It's just humming. It's just quiet.
I could definitely do this while my daughter was sleeping as well.
Exactly. So, I have an 8-month-old at home, so sleeping time is very valuable.
Absolutely, I understand that.
So we'll just chop these up a little bit so that they go in there and they can get nice and small in the manual food processor. So, and actually these flexible cutting boards are great because you can use them kind of as your own little funnel into things.
Sure.
So go ahead and stick it
awesome. And that smells really good.
Oh yeah. And now this is a whole pint of strawberries, 2 Granny Smith apples, and 2 kiwis.
And we're going to go ahead and make sure that we've got the recipe in the show notes of this video so that people can link to it and they can go ahead and make this. So,
and have it all summer long.
Absolutely. Now, do we want to take this and
so let's go ahead and put it in the small batter bowl.
Okay.
And one of the great things about the manual food processor, and here's a spatula.
Oh, great.
This is our mix and scraper. Love these guys. They're must-have in every kitchen. I swear by them. The mix and scrapers. So now there's only 3 parts to the manual food processor, and 2 of them are dishwasher safe.
Excellent.
So that's a super added bonus. So now one of the other things we're going to do here is we're going to zest an orange.
Okay.
I think one of the big things about zesting is making sure you're not pressing too hard and get too much of the juices. You really want to make sure you're just getting the skin.
Okay.
So we're going to go for about a teaspoon of orange zest. And all I'm doing is I'm lightly scraping the orange over my zester. Do you love the smell?
Yeah, it smells really good.
I love
and you're just
getting
rotating
the
as you
zest.
go with the orange, right?
And I have a fairly large orange, so I know I can get more than enough in my teaspoon. Sometimes you end up getting too much of the juices. I think it usually happens for me when I have lemons, and then something's a little too lemony. But I'm a little more sensitive to lemon, I think.
Yeah. I've been using citrus a lot more in baking. It just really provides a really nice acidity to the stuff that I do. That's
one of the coolest things I've loved about Pampered Chef is, honestly, before I started doing Pampered Chef, I was pretty much terrified of the kitchen.
Oh, really?
I'm a snacker. I love snacks.
Absolutely.
And so coming up with recipes and things to make on a regular basis that were, homemade, I was terrified. And once I started doing Pampered Chef, I really started connecting with people, learning recipes, and the tools are just so amazing that I feel confident with them, even though I have no idea what I'm doing.
Absolutely.
Half the time.
That's certainly one of the things that we try and do, in helping people buy and sell real estate, is give them the tools and the information for them to be successful. And so, what drew you towards Pampered Chef?
I think it was just how much fun you can have with food while cooking, and having a nice paycheck at the end is nice.
Absolutely.
Always nice too. But I love food. I love to eat, and like I said, I was afraid of the kitchen. I didn't know what I was doing.
Sure.
And I really needed some products in my kitchen that would help me be a better cook or baker or whatever it may be in the kitchen, and it has been more than that for me.
Awesome.
I mean, I love it. It's really become something I can see myself doing for a very long time.
Very cool. Now, and you actually can help other people do that as well. People can come in and kind of join your team, and you can also do parties and whatnot for people in order to kind of help them find some of the things that are going to complement their kitchen, right?
And that's what's so exciting is I love the opportunity to teaching people new recipes. I love learning recipes from people at my parties as well. I mean, I'm always learning, and I love that. And Pampered Chef always treats their consultants great. I get free stuff every month, so that's really
nice.
Cool.
That is really cool.
And then the food chopper and the manual food processor are actually host gifts this month as my special.
Cool.
So you actually, if you're a host and you have a show, and you can either have one where I come over and we have fun and cook some food, or you can do an online one and you just get your orders in that way, and you can actually get these items and a couple of others at 60% off. So it's a major deal.
So now, what are you adding to?
I am adding 2 tablespoons brown sugar and 2 tablespoons of an apricot jelly.
Oh, very cool.
The recipe, you can kind of play with it what you want to do in terms of the jelly or jam that you decide to put in. But I just thought that sounded really yummy.
That does sound really good.
So this kind of makes it into that, gives it more of that salsa consistency versus just like a fruit salad. And then it's great getting your foods at local farmers markets or growing your own.
Absolutely. Now, you were telling me that you and your husband actually have a home garden as well.
Yeah.
Right?
This is our first summer, so I can't say I'm like a professional gardener or anything yet. But we just have a couple of peppers and tomatoes, and we haven't killed them yet.
Well, that's fantastic.
So I think we're on the right track.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, and I'm just really great way, if you're gonna take this to a party in the summer, or you're just gonna have friends over, we have these beautiful Pampered Chef bamboo bowls that you can use, and you just serve it right up in your bowl. And look how pretty. It smells amazing.
It does smell amazing.
I mean, I'm pretty excited about eating this.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much, and we're going to have a link to where people can get a hold of you.
Awesome.
And so thank you so much for coming and joining us today, and really appreciate it. And,
thank you so much for having me on here, because I love doing this and I love to share ideas with other people and learn new things as
Absolutely. And we're going to keep doing this and kind of do it on a monthly basis, and so it'll be in addition to the MikeVanCleve.com blog, and so we're really excited to help, as we continue to help give people the tools to help plan where they want to be.
Cool. So, I'm super excited, and I can't wait to be a part of this.
Absolutely. Thanks so much, Danielle.
Thanks, Mike.
All right. Take care.